Hey, happy Saturday. Well, let me tell you something. I'm at Northwest High School, and this isn't the school where either of my kids goes, but this is where they were having the transportation fair. One of them. There are two locations today. I just came to this one because it was closer. I tell you what, I've been to a lot of fairs in my life. Worst fair ever. There are no balloons. There's no candy. There are no rides. You can't win any prizes. There are no games. I don't have a handful of tickets that I spent way too much money on. My kids don't have a stomach ache from eating cotton candy and then getting on some questionable ride that a chain-smoking little skinny man is running and it shakes more than I'm comfortable with. None of that. Worst fair ever. No. You wait in a line back there outside. You wait in a line, and then they have people up here sitting at the picnic tables with laptops, and they will look up your child and make sure that they are all registered for school or to ride the bus. This is about riding the bus. I think they did this because a lot of people had trouble last year trying to do this online. I think there were just so many problems. They thought it would be easier to just have everybody come to this thing. Well, I had to wait in line for about, I don't know, 20 minutes. I sent an email to my previous attorney, the one that I worked with for off and on in different capacities for 20 years. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. And I sent him an email because his birthday's tomorrow, and I wanted to wish him happy birthday. I think he's going to be 74 or 75. I'm not sure. Anyway, and to thank him again for being a reference for me, and I let him know how my first week on the new job went, and just to say, thank you again for helping me out. I really appreciate it. I find that, as my daddy always said, it doesn't cost you anything to say thank you. It doesn't cost you anything to be kind and be nice to somebody. It costs you $0 to say please and thank you and just be a decent person. It doesn't cost you a thing. I don't know why more people can't do it, but they can't. People don't teach their kids manners anymore. They really don't. I don't know when that fell out of fashion. Like, that's just something people don't do anymore. And I don't get it. Anyway, yeah, worst fair ever. 0 stars. I don't recommend it. That was the most underwhelming fair experience I've ever had. Bleh. They should at least let us climb into one of the school buses and get in there and smell that funk that our kids have to smell twice a day the entire school year. They should at least let us do that. Let us jump up and down in there and rock the bus. They don't even let us get in a school bus. I feel cheated. You know what I did see, though? Oh, right up here. You know what I saw? It's like spotting I don't know, what would it be, like a dodo bird or something. I saw a payphone. I couldn't tell you the last time I saw a payphone. There's a payphone up there on the left in the parking lot of a convenience store. There is an actual payphone, and it looks like it's a functional payphone. Is that, do you ever see payphones? I never do. I bet it's been years since I last saw a payphone anywhere, but there's one up there. Yeah, it's crazy. I was shocked. Now I got to go to Walmart. I always got to go to Walmart. I like certain kinds of pens for work, and they didn't have them in the supply room where I work now, so I'm going to go to Walmart and get some more of my pens if they have them. They're out all the time. I have discovered I really like the 0.5 fine point Sharpie pens. It's not a marker. It's like a pen, It's basically a Sharpie marker, but very tiny. 0.5. There's a 0.7. I don't like that one. A 0.5. The fine point, I really like them, and I only have one left, so I'm going to go up here and I got to figure out first if I know how to get out of here. But I'm going to go back. Oh, shit. I was supposed to turn right there. Dadgummit. Okay. I got to turn around. Well, I don't know. What happens if I go this way? Probably bad things. You probably end up getting killed. Let's see. There's no good place to turn around down here, and I got a car on my ass. I stopped by Sheetz on my way up here because I was thirsty. I've been out running around. I went to the little thrift store and bought few things. Went to the post office. My God, there's nowhere to turn around down here. It's just a 2-lane road. We're just out in the country now, aren't we? Crippity crap. Okay. I thought there'd be like a convenience store, something. Shit down here. Just 2-lane road forever. These roads run forever. I don't know how that works. Oh, there's a stoplight up here. That's good. What is this? Where am I? This is incorrect. Let's see. I want you off my ass. You're going that way, so I'll go right here. Crap. Yeah, I do. I need to turn around because that road back there takes me where I need to go. There is just no good where. Can I do something illegal right quick? Y'all don't tell anybody. Dang it, you were right there. Don't tell anybody I did that. Not supposed to do that. It's against the law. But I got turned around. Okay, I gotta go back and turn. Okay. So, yeah, somebody got mad at me yesterday because I was complaining about the parking lot. Something, I don't know. This person, I went back and checked their comment history. I haven't seen the other comments. This is the first one I've seen from this guy. He apparently does complain a good bit about my videos. He's complained about other things that I've done and said in videos and criticized things I've done and said. Dude, why are you here? You know what? I'm voicing what every content creator wants to say, but a lot of them won't say it for their own reasons. Why are you here if I just chap your ass that much? Why don't you go watch something else? Why do people do that? Are you a sadist? I mean, which is it, sadism or masochism? Why are you punishing yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why do you watch shit that bothers you so much? This is one of the great mysteries of the world that I will never understand. Right here. Why do you keep watching stuff that you don't like? Why do you keep watching content creators that bother you? I'm going to complain about whatever I want to complain about. Let me tell you, I spent too many years as a young adult, my 20s, my 30s, trying to be what somebody else wanted me to be, trying to fit into whatever little mold somebody else made for me. Basically, why don't you just become a different person and then we'll be all right? I love you, but you need to be somebody else. Well, if you're not happy with me the way I am, then I think you just need to find somebody else. I don't feel the need to modify myself in any major way for anyone. If you don't like me the way I am, then, get away from me. That's what I would do. If somebody bugged me that much, I would just get the hell away from them. I'm not going to spend any more time in my life, because life is short. I'm not going to spend any more of it trying to be what somebody else wants me to be. Now, I'm not talking about little stuff like, if somebody comes to you and says, hey, can you not leave wet towels on the floor in the bathroom? Not that I do that. That's a big pet peeve of mine. I'm not talking about stuff like that. But if they basically want you to be a whole different person, no. You don't need to do that. If they don't accept you as you are, I'd say get away from them, personally. But this person brought up that they either live in New York City or they have to deal with parking lots in New York City, and it bothered him that, oh, you don't need to be complaining about that. You're better than that or something. I don't remember what the hell it said. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, go watch somebody else. If you need to see Little Susie Sunshine, you're in the wrong damn place, because I am not Little Susie Sunshine, and neither is anybody else, by the way. You're not going to find anybody who is always happy. Are you always happy? Probably not. I mean, if you're a human being, you're probably not always happy. And I wouldn't expect you to be. I would not have a problem with you complaining about anything. You have the right to voice your opinion about stuff just like anybody else. Your opinions don't have to always be positive and happy and pleasant. You can have an unpleasant opinion about something. You can express yourself. Nothing wrong with that. Now, where the hell do I need to go here? Now, we got a whole bunch of shit going on. Let me see. Is that me? Is that me? That's not me. No, it's not. Ah! Damn it. Sorry. I want to get over there. I can't because everybody's a butthole. Oh, I'm complaining again. You know what? I complain a lot. That's just what I do. I say it out loud. So anyway, I stopped by the Sheetz on the way up here, and I went in the restroom to use the restroom, and I was washing my hands, and I got up there, and they actually, this Sheetz is fancy. They had 2 different kinds of soaps that you could choose from, like the little pumps, you know, the liquid hand soap. There were 2. I'd never had a choice before. Normally, you just use the one dispenser that works because one of them always doesn't work, so you have to figure out which one works. Same with the paper towels. They had one that was cranberry ice scent, and one that was what was it? Shit, I forgot what it was. Hospital staff. That's what it was, hospital staff. So one was cranberry ice, one was hospital staff. And I thought, what does hospital staff smell like? I'm going to go with the hospital staff. I want to know. I don't care about the cranberry ice. I want to smell like hospital staff. It didn't smell like anything. It had no scent. Well, that makes sense because, you know, having worked in a hospital, I know they really don't like you to wear scented stuff, you know, lotions and perfumes and stuff, and we weren't allowed to do it at all. The only lotion we were allowed to use was a lotion that they provided, and it was some kind of hospital staff lotion, you know, no scent, no dyes, no nothing. Basic moisturization and nothing else. We couldn't use any scented products. We couldn't wear nail polish. We couldn't wear rings or bracelets. Couldn't wear anything on our hands or our wrists at all. And we had to wash our hands a lot. But yeah, hospital staff, that didn't smell like anything. So now I kind of want to try the cranberry ice. I have to go back again sometime. But I'm going to go to Walmart and pick up some stuff. And I want to say this again, one more thing about the people that don't like it when I complain. Well, first of all, you're complaining about me complaining, and if you have a right to complain about me complaining, I have the right to complain about you complaining about me complaining. We could just go in a circle. You know, I could tell you the same thing especially after looking at your comment history and all the bitching you've done and all the nitpicking and criticizing you've done of me that I didn't even see. I'm glad I didn't see it because we would have had this conversation earlier. You know, after all the complaining you've done, I think you're the one that needs to stop complaining so much. Why don't you go find something else to do? You say that you have to park and spend your time in New York City. Can you not find anything better to do? You're in damn New York City. There's got to be something you can go do. Now, you could not pay me to live there. I don't care for it. That is just me. Everywhere you go, people are, I'm sorry, they're kind of rude, and everything smells like sour milk. It stinks. I have no desire to live up there. It is not my cup of tea. Now, that is my opinion. And we are still allowed, as far as I know, to have an opinion. I can disagree with you, and it's still legal as far as I know at this point. You can still do that. I can disagree with you. Yeah, find something else to do. And also, I know I've said this before, but I think it bears repeating. Do I need to turn here? Oh, I need to turn. I think I need to turn here. Sorry. It bears repeating. And I'm saying this out of love. Saying this out of love to y'all. I'm not saying it to be ugly. I'm saying it because it's true. Wherever you come from, if you go somewhere else or you're talking to someone from somewhere else, they are not obligated to give a shit how you do things where you come from. You can tell them for informational purposes, you know, oh, where I come from, we don't do it this way. We do it another way. Oh, that's interesting. Because I like to learn about how people do things in other places. It is interesting. What I'm saying, though, is you don't have the right to then say to this person, well, since I do it this way, you should also do it this way. You need to change your ways because you're not doing things the way I do. Well, fuck that. No, nobody has to do that. I have to park in New York City. I don't want to hear your complaints. I can still complain. It don't make a damn where you park. You could park in downtown Tokyo. I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna complain. I can live in Dogpatch, Arkansas, with a population of 4 people and still complain about parking if I want to. I get so southern when I get aggravated. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I hate this. I hate this, and I hate to say it. Northerners are bad about it because a lot of them come live down here for work and stuff. Transplants, they come down here from up north. Y'all are bad about it. Y'all are so bad about coming down here and complaining that things here are not like they were where you came from. And I think you're bad about it because you don't get a lot of pushback. Because Southerners typically, not everybody, Southerners typically were taught, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all, and be polite. I think most Southerners are pretty nice, for the most part. I try to be nice and hospitable to people. So you're not going to hear anybody say anything to you, but I'm going to tell you right now what every damn one of us is thinking when you come down here and thumb your nose at the way we do things and how it's not good enough for you. Take your ass back to wherever you came from. If you are that unhappy, take your happy ass back to whatever, Xanadu you came from. Go on back to Utopia. I'll help you pack. Because we do things differently here. I'm sorry that it doesn't meet your standards or whatever, but we don't want to hear about it. And let me tell you, I caught myself doing it. I did when I lived up in Waukegan, Illinois for a year when I was younger. It's about 60 miles north of Chicago. You could hop on a train and be down in Chicago in no time. You could walk to the train station from where I lived. You could hop on a train and be down there in no time. We did it several times. My then fiance and I, we would go down to Chicago. Yeah, I've had real Chicago pizza and shit. It was great. Would I want to live there? Hell no. Hell no. I would not want to live in Chicago. It is too damn crazy for me. No thank you. I like it here. I like it. This is perfect. But when I moved up there, I had been living there maybe a month. And I caught myself. I was at work one day. And I caught myself. I heard the words come out of my mouth and I was horrified. I heard myself say, well, where I come from. And I was going to say something about the fact that you couldn't get certain things in restaurants there. Well, where I come from, and I thought, oh dear God, I've become one of those people. Oh God, I've become an asshole. And I stopped. Hup! I did. I stopped. Like, I'm a hypocrite if I finish that sentence. Because I've complained for years about people who do that. But I see where the tendency is. I can see where you have a tendency to do that because I did it without even realizing it. Well, where I come from, you can get this in a restaurant. Where I come from, you order this in a restaurant, it's going to be good. Up here, it's terrible. Y'all don't know how to do whatever. The people where you live now don't care. And that goes for everybody. If you have moved from one area to another, the people in the area you live in don't care how you did it before. They don't care how they did it where you came from. Don't even tell them. Don't even bring it up. Nobody gives a shit but you. And all you're going to do is come across as kind of an asshole. And people are going to go, oh, here we go. Here we go. I knew they'd do it. I knew they'd say it. But if you're in the South, the person will probably just smile and nod. Oh, they're thinking all the shit I just said. Why don't you just go back then? If it's so terrible here, what are you doing here? So, yeah, I don't really care that you have to park in New York City. If it's so bad in New York City, move out. Go somewhere else. Good God. But because you have difficulty with parking situations, ain't got shit to do with what I talk about. If I had to, and I've had to tell people this, if I had to take into consideration every little quirk, every little everything that bothers every person who watches my videos, I would never make any videos. I wouldn't be able to. All I could really do would be to just sit there and not speak and not do anything. And even if I did that, that would bother somebody. I really don't like it when you do that. You know, I had a bad experience and you're bothering me. I'm sorry it bothers you. If it bothers you, don't watch my videos anymore. If I change for you, I got to change for everybody. And I'm not going to do that. Like I say, I've spent enough years of my life trying to be somebody I'm not to try to make somebody happy who seemed to not be happy with me no matter what I did. So I got the hell out of that relationship. Like, I'm just not the person for you, man. I'm not. I don't know who the person is for you, but it's not me. I think you need one of those expensive love dolls, you know, those $1,000, $5,000, whatever, fancy blow-up dolls. I think you kind of need one of those, and you need a dog. You need a dog that will just love you unconditionally. You know, you can criticize it all day. It'll still be happy to be with you. Not that I condone it, but you could be mean to it. You don't need a dog because no dog deserves that. But I'm just hypothetical. I'm just making a point. You need a blow-up doll and a dog. That's what you need. So, Mr. New York parking lot man who thinks I'm not nice enough or I don't smile enough or some shit. You need, what do you need? Personally, I think you need to get the hell out of New York City, but that's just me. I don't care why you live there. I'm not impressed by it. You know what impresses me? Good people, kind people, hardworking people, people with integrity and compassion, treat people with dignity and respect. That impresses me. I'm not impressed by what city you live in. I don't care. I really don't care. It's not going to change my opinion of you. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what car you drive. I don't care what house you live in. It's not going to impress me at all. It doesn't mean a damn thing to me. So I don't care that you have to park in New York City and it bothers you. Yeah. Maybe you need a dog and a blow-up doll. But I imagine the expense in having a blow-up doll and a dog in New York City would be prohibitive. Don't know that you want to go through that. If you're paying for parking in New York City, you're already spending a lot of money. I don't know. I still don't know why anybody lives there. That's just me. I don't get it. I grew up in a little tiny town. Little tiny town. We had 2 high schools in that town. We did. 2 high schools. Little bitty place. The population of the town might have been 2,000 people. And then moved to Wilmington. And now I live here in the booming metropolis of Greensboro. No, well, compared to where I came from, this is a booming metropolis, and I love it here. I do. I love it here. But would I ever watch somebody's video and say to them, you know, I sometimes have trouble with traffic, and I don't like it. I don't like getting stuck in traffic. There's always construction going on around here everywhere, and I really hate having to deal with all the construction. So from now on, I need you to just not mention that in any of your videos. Also, I hate waiting in line in Walmart. So if you would just not ever talk about Walmart again, I mean, you're better than that anyway. I mean, you can do better than that. You don't need to talk about that. You know, just why don't you just act like you're going through the drive-thru? You just come through with your little list. I need you to do this and this. Oh, and this too. It's not your channel, Mr. New York man. It's not your channel. And I don't take orders from anybody. I get on here and I talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. And I'm always going to do it. So, kiss my southern ass. Bless your heart. Love you to death. Thank you, honey. And if you want to keep bitching, I'll just block you. So, I don't give a shit either way. It looks like we have a new bus app. They gave me a paper. I got my kids signed up, and I also got Glenda the Good Witch's kids signed up. It looks like they have a new thing to sign up with. My bus planner. I reckon. So I'm gonna have to get online and figure this out. I got 2 of them. I'm gonna stop by Glenda the Good Witch's house and leave him one. He's out of town all weekend. He's up at his parents' mountain house he's cutting down some trees. He's got a wood chipper. He's chipping up branches. He's mowing. He has 2 of his nephews up there with him as well. I think his kids are at their mom's house or something. I don't know. But he's up there with a couple of his nephews. And then I think his mom's coming up later. Maybe she's coming up today. I don't know. But, yeah, he's up there doing all kinds of work. So I said, let me just ask him. So I got that all taken care of for him. And I'm just going to stop by his house and drop this off so he can have that. And what did I get at the little thrift store? Oh, God, I got the cutest thing. Look at this. This was $1. Look at this little beaded purse. It looks like a little shell. And it's brand new. You open it up. This was $1. It was made by Preston and York. Has a little tab in there. It's crooked, though. Oh, it has a chain. And it still has the little silica packet in here. If you get hungry, you can have that. So, it's very cute. Look at it. Oh, my God. It's adorable. I'm selling it on eBay. That's another thing I got to figure out is when I'm going to take eBay stuff to the post office. I'm still working on the logistics of that. I have my eBay channel marked as away right now, like I'm not available for the next couple of weeks. I got a little strapless top here. It's brand new. I think it's Derek Hart. That's Derek Hart on it. Yeah, it was brand new. This was 50 cents. I thought it was super cute. And my younger son likes quirky t-shirts. I don't know if this is quirky enough for him, but it was only $2. I got him this t-shirt with a little sloth on it. A little sloth like it's hanging out of a picture of a pocket. He's asleep. Look. I don't know if he would wear it or not. I picked it up for him. And I found a really nice pair of slacks. These were $3. And I have a pair similar to these, but these are a lighter color. These are like an off-white. They're just pull-on pants from Anne Klein. $3. I thought these were really nice. I have plenty of slacks, but I noticed that most of them are either gray or black, so I may actually go to Goodwill later and see if I can find some that are just like, you know, just some different colors. I don't know. I mean, I have plenty of stuff to wear, but the good thing is, too, I found out, you know, I was saying it was cold in there, but I found out that they have zones, different zones, and like if you're not comfortable where you are, you can change the temperature in your zone and warm it up if you want to. So I've been able to do that. So I don't have to dress like I'm working in a freezer, so that is really great. So if I'm ever cold or hot or whatever, I can change it. So that's really cool. And they're fine with it. They don't care. Where I used to work, you weren't allowed to touch the thermostat. In fact, it had a locked cover on it, and nobody was allowed to change it. And it was always like a damn meat locker in there. I was always freezing to death. So this one is it's a very different vibe. It's a very different place. So I'm really enjoying it so far. So, yeah. But anyway, look. Okay. 2 things. Who's honking? Somebody locked their car. 2 things. Number 1, you are not responsible for other people's comfort if they expect you to be somebody else. If they want you to be a totally different person, you are not obligated to try to be whatever they want you to be. Now, again, I'm not talking about little stuff like, you know, I don't like it when you yell at me, or I don't like it when you leave trash on the floor. I'm not talking about stuff like that. But if they just basically want you to become another person, you know, why can't you be more outgoing? Why can't you be this? Why can't you be that? You can ask them the same thing. Why can't you be less outgoing? Why can't you just become an introvert? Why can't you just be somebody else? I mean, think about it for yourself. How easy would it be for you to do that? To just, you know, if you're an extrovert, how easy would it be for you to just permanently become an introvert? Or vice versa. How easy would that be for you to just do? And I don't mean just play the part and act like it, but actually be different. You don't make the mistake I made of spending years of your life trying to be somebody you're not to make somebody else happy. Don't do it, because you're going to be miserable. It won't work. And if they need that to be in a relationship with you or to be friends with you or whatever, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And also, if you, I know I keep saying it, but I think it's important. If you move to a new area, or you're talking to somebody about another area, don't be so quick to criticize the way they do things or the way things are there. First of all, the person you're talking to doesn't want to hear it. And it's just going to make you come across as kind of an asshole, you know, and it's going to make you, people will become annoyed with you. Even if they never say a word to you, it will adversely affect the way they see you going forward. They're always going to remember you said it. It serves no purpose. I mean, you saying it out loud doesn't change anything. I don't think there's anything wrong with asking questions like, why do y'all do this way here? Because I did that when I lived up in Illinois. Checking to see if my phone's hot. There were people there, they didn't refer to it as a restroom, they called it a washroom. And a water fountain, they called it a bubbler. Now, I didn't sit here and say, well, that's stupid. That's not what it's called. Where I come from, we don't call it that. But I did ask, so is that just what you call it here? A bubbler in the washroom? Huh. That's interesting. And also, in the grocery stores, they don't bag your groceries for you. Down here, they do, unless you're at Lidl or Aldi. They will bag your groceries for you, but up there, they don't. So I'm not going to sit here and bitch about it. Like, I just observe it like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so you bag your own stuff. Okay. And you charge for the bags. Okay, well, I'll remember to bring my own bags. I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, okay? You're in a new place. You're going to have to change the way you do some stuff. It may be minor, it may be major. I don't know, depending on the difference in the culture, the location. You may have to do things very differently. But ain't a damn person in that new place that wants to hear how much better it is where you came from. There is not one single person that wants to hear it. Nope. They don't want to hear it. They don't care. And they're going to see you as kind of a dickhead after that. So if you catch yourself saying, if you hear these 4 words come out of your mouth, stop. Where I come from. That. Stop. What are you about to say? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know you want to, because I caught myself doing it. Just don't. All right. I'm going to go into Walmart and get some pens and Pepsis. I don't know what else I need at this point. Whatever else I find that looks good. And then I'm going to go home and eat lunch because it's lunchtime. Well, I got the registration done. I went by the post office and dropped some stuff off, and yay! Yay! Happy Saturday. It's a beautiful day here, and I think we might actually have a weekend where it doesn't rain on both days. Because originally they said it was going to rain tomorrow, but now they're saying it's not. So, and it's a beautiful day today. It's gorgeous. Beautiful day. So I am very happy. I may complain some. I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop. So if it bothers you, then with all due respect, then just, fuck off that way somewhere. Please. Or I will just make you fuck off somewhere, because I do have the ability. It's literally 2 taps on my phone and I never have to hear from you again. It will hide your message and block you permanently. So you can do it or I'll do it. Either way, I don't care. I'm flexible like that. You can fuck yourself off or I can do it for you. But either way, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Sorry. Not sorry. Have a nice day. It is Saturday, and I'm going to go do whatever I want for the rest of the day. Have a good day. Bye.